here. Now let's try the search. Let's search for fur. So what we did here, it should display two data with this employee IDs. So fur search, and it's right. So let's search Timba. So here Timba. So we're gonna search dev, and here dev. This contains dev, dev, and dev, and dev. And then let's search for IT, and here let's search for Jepoy. Oh no, let's search for a any. So if you click search without parameters, obviously it will display all the data, because this thing only triggers if the search button is clicked at the same time the text in here is not empty. So right, not and empty, not empty. So that's it. That's how simple it is. Right? So you get that, and I guess that's all. Okay, so we're gonna be using this database. It's named employee information, employee underscore information, and we have a table in here named employees. So in this table we're gonna fetch all this data, and let's put this inside our website. So how are you going to do that? First, be sure to start your exam control panel. As for me, it's already started, so I can now start making the program. So let's close this, and now let's open here. Yes, here I'm using Visual Studio Code for as an editor, so you can use whatever editor you want. So now we're gonna open a folder, open a folder, and then it's here. I am directed to exam, htdocs, and YouTube. So we're gonna make a new folder in here. Let's name it search. Right, so let's select this folder, name search. Right, so it's in here. Now we are in the search. So let's create a new file. Let's name it index.php. This is where our website is gonna be. So to start, we will gonna create a boilerplate for the HTML file. So as for me, it's just a shortcut emet abbreviation. So as you can see, it's been shortcut, but you can type it all again. So title document, let's name it search, save, and then it's gonna make a form post. Alright, so let's erase the action, and then here. So next input, let's name it you cannot name it, input name text, then let's place placeholder search here. Alright, next is a button. We need a button, submit, then search, let's name it search. Right, so this text is where our text will be, and then this is the search button. So let's see it in action. Let's go to localhost /YouTube/search. Yes, it's in here, and you can see this one is here in here. Alright, next thing we do is let's put a horizontal line in here. I guess we can just erase that, just use br instead. Okay, now we're gonna make a table. So this table is gonna be, this table is where your data will be displayed. So let's make a tr, and then let's make a th. So wait, so now we're gonna choose what data are we going to display in our search page. So as for me, I'm gonna choose employee ID, the first name, the last name, the department, the team designation, and 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 data is what I'm going to display in our page. So let's have this shortcut times 6, and alright, next we're gonna put the employee ID here, employee ID, Next, we have the first name. Next is the last name, and then department, the team, and the designation. Alright, so next we're gonna create another table row. This is for the real data, but as for now it's not gonna be a dynamic because we just wanna display things out. So here, 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 stuff like that. So just put some stuff. Alright, and then let's display it, and as you can see, it's in here. What we're going to do next is we're gonna make this dynamic. So we're gonna display things here from the database. So how are we going to do that? It's quite simple. Just follow me along. This is for absolute beginners. For everyone who are advanced there, just find another video. This is not for you. So let's make an PHP tag in here. This is just legitimate tag because our extension file in here is .php. So we're gonna make a PHP file in here. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to make a new database, a new PHP file here. Let's name it db.php. This is where our database connection will be. So it's gonna name it a class named db, and then yes. Next, we're gonna make it function named get so oh no, let's first make the connection. Function con. Alright, so it's gonna have a host. So host, what's the next? db, and then the user, then the password. So for the host, we're using localhost. For database, we are using employee information database. So employee underscore information. For the user, I'm using the default for my localhost. It's root, and the password is default for nothing. It's null. So we're gonna return here the object instance for the PDO. PDO is a built-in function. This stands for PHP data object. Yeah, I forgot. PHP data object. So now we're gonna put in here MySql host. Let's put the host, and then db name is the db. So next we're gonna have a user, and then the pass. That's it. You have been created a connection. So next we're gonna create this function named getM. So getM is really get them, just in short it's getM. So getM means getting them the data in the database. So that's the getM. That's what I meant for the getM. So in getM we have two parameters. First is the query. This is the query right here. Next is the parameters. Right. So the parameters should have a default value of empty array, and then now we're gonna create just empty. This stands for the statement. Then we're gonna connect this with our connection. This dbcon. We're gonna call dbcon, and then let's prepare. I'm gonna prepare the database. So query, and then just empty, execute. So we're gonna go execute this, and then we're gonna get the parameters in here, params. Alright, so now we're gonna return just empty fetch all. So we're gonna return this just empty fetch all. So now we already created our database connection. So we're gonna connect this to here. So first thing first is to include that in this file. So we're gonna include that db.php file, db.php, and then next is we're gonna call this getIm, right? We're gonna call getIm, but first we're gonna make a query. A query is this one. So copy this one, select all from this table, employees. Select all from employees, and then alright, so next thing we do is we're gonna for each the first, let's call the db it's in here, getIm. So db getIm, and then the query. That's it. So as row, right? So here we are iterating the things that has been fetched by this query using this function and inside this database. So that's it. So we're gonna iterate things out. So let's close the tag first and have tr. Alright, so next we have a td times 6. So we just wanna get 6 data. We're just gonna display 6 data. So gonna put echo in here, echo row. So this row we have employee first name and stuff. So employee id, and then here we just do it like this to make things faster. So we have first name, and then we have last name, last name, then we have department and team. Oh wait, I think it's case sensitive, so designation. Right, so let's check if this code is working. So in order to check that, let's check our database. So refresh, and you can see it's been displayed from here to here. So we can see it's perfectly right. And now this search is not working yet because we still don't have the function for this to work. So we're gonna create a function. How? Here. So inside this query we need another variable named params. This params stands for the params inside this getIm function, which is in here. Yes, this params. So his default value is nothing. So I mean an empty array. So next thing we do is we're gonna create a if is set post search. So therefore if post search is set, this one, if it's this button search is clicked, this will trigger. And not only that, we will need another condition if the text is not empty. Text not empty, post text here. So if this is not empty and this is clicked, this if will trigger. So now we're gonna make a new array. Let's make a new array. Yeah, array columns to match. So this array, alright, so list of columns to match in the database. Alright, so we're gonna, the columns I want to match is employee ID, next is first name. Basically this data is the one I want to match. So first name, last name, department, team, and then the designation. Alright, so next we're gonna make a new variable named where. This is an empty array. Next we're gonna have a SSS. So we're gonna iterate this array columns to match for h columns to match s col. Col stands for columns, alright, for column. Alright, next is we're gonna put inside the where and call like that one. Alright, so that's it. Okay guys, so next thing is we're gonna call this variable params. Wait, params, and we're gonna store the text with a wildcard 2%. So text. First, the text variable is not created yet, so let's create the text. We're gonna create it here. Text is equal to post text. So by the way, what I did is I stored the data from this input, which is which is in here, and then I put it here, and then I store it here in the text, and then I'm using 2% the in the at the beginning and at the end of the text. What this does is wildcard percents find data in the database with any given position. So this finds any text in the database with any position. Let's just say for let's give you some example. Select all from employees, like select all from employees. Let's create Jefferson. Let's select this Jefferson. So select all from employees where first name, like. So as you can see, it's the same here, like column, which is first name, and then like, and then question mark. So like here, so like, as you can see, 2% in here, like fur. So we're gonna find fur. So fur is in here, the first name fur. So this data should be displayed. So let's go, and as you can see, fur, this one has fur, and this one has fur too. So that's how this wildcard works, in front and back. The next, wildcard percents find data in the database with any position. So now I guess this is fine already. So we're gonna add text. This is the real text, and this one means we are going to add a text to the string, right? So let's add where, and we will gonna implode where. Oh no, we need to first the glue. The glue is or. So what this implode does is it's gonna stick together the where, this one, the text. Alright, just get me. Now let's check the query if this is right. So in order to check the query, let's first have a testing. So we're gonna echo query here, and then we will die it. We're gonna make die. So here query die in here. So this is just for testing purpose. So let's try Jeff, then search. So this is the query. As you can see, we're last name, first name, we're circle for employees or employee ID, like that. So this is the query. Alright, so this is just for testing. So we're gonna delete this now. This is right. Now this params, we're gonna put it here, params. Alright, so now let's try it. I guess it's working fine. So let's refresh the page. Cancel. We're gonna refresh the page, and here now let's try the search. Let's search for fur. So what we did here, it should display two data, with this employee IDs. So first search, and it's right. So let's search Timba. So here, Timba. So we're gonna search dev, and here dev. This contains dev, and dev, and then let's search for IT. And here, let's search for Jepoy. Oh no, let's search for any. So if you click search without parameters, obviously it will display all the data, because this thing only triggers if the search button is clicked at the same time the text in here is not empty. So not and empty, not empty. So that's it. That's how simple it is, right? So you get that, and I guess that's all, guys. So I hope you like this video and share it, and please subscribe, because I really do need a lot of subscribers for now, so to keep my videos going. So thank you everyone, have a good day, bye bye.